The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.
Man, have you seen all this shit about the drones flying around in New Jersey? This is fucking insane. The government says they don't know what these things are, but then they say that nobody needs to be worried about them either. That doesn't seem reassuring at all. And now they say they have been sighted over San Diego, and some pilots in Oregon saw some little red balls zipping around off the coast traveling at incredible speeds. Whatever these things are, they haven't yet posed any threat, but what if they're just warming up? I mean, like in the UFC, for example, some fighters come right out of the gate full-on terror mode, and other guys kind of glide into the rounds a little at a time. That might be what these things are doing to tell you they ain't just checking us out and looking for weak spots in our infrastructure. And then, wham, knockout punch. But then again, they could be from some very advanced woke civilization, and they're looking for recruits, and these days there are a lot of those wackos out there. I wouldn't mind if all those people went off to some other planet. It sure would tone things down. The kinds of shit everyday normal people have to put up with from these woke culture people is insane. I mean, there's people who say they are recognized as a cat and they have to have a litter box installed at their workplace. What kind of crazy shit is that? But I think things are going to change quite a bit once Trump gets back in office. He has made it pretty clear that he's not going to put up with this crazy horse shit. Plus, with Elon Musk heading up that Office of Efficiency, I doubt the funding for any of that wacko shit will be available anymore. And Trump says he's going to finally release all the JFK files, but he said that before and didn't do it. But now that RFK Jr. is going to be a part of his administration, that stuff will probably be released. I mean, all those fuckers are dead anyway, so how could it possibly be a threat anymore? He hasn't really explained what sort of role Tulsi Gabbard will eventually play in his administration, but I think she'll bring a fresh sort of outlook to things. The Democratic Party really fucked her over, and she might be vindictive as a result of that, and who could blame her for that? But some of his picks have been kind of crazy. I mean, like the one lady who shot and killed her father when she was 13 years old is pretty wild. And this Homeland Security guy who apparently has all kinds of sexual allegations against him, those picks seem a little sketchy to me. And his chief of staff has long-standing ties to the CIA and is as deep state as you can get, and she's the one whispering in his ear about these picks and may even be the one who is making these picks. At this point, we just don't know, but it looks pretty weird to me. Both Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos have donated $1 million each to the inauguration fund, so you know that is going to be one wild party there. It will probably end up being something like the Martin Luther King Million Man March in that ellipse-esque, going to be full to the brim with Trump people. The Secret Service is going to be going batshit crazy. They have already proven on 2 separate occasions that they lack the skills to protect the guy in any sort of meaningful way, so how that day will end up playing out is anybody's guess. And what if Deng Xiaoping actually takes Trump up on his offer to attend the inauguration? That would be a logistical and security nightmare for everybody involved. Anyway, look, I have to go work out, so it's been a pleasure chatting with you regarding all this shit, but I gotta go.
Joe Rogan podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan podcast by night, all day.